Tommy V in Michigan. He was on fire this morning.
Okay, thank you, Tommy V in Michigan. Yes, sir. If you share my prayers.
Tommy V's on. Yeah, we'll jump over there.
Tommy V doing great stuff over there.
All right. Mr. Spurlock, are you able to hear me okay? Yes? Okay. All right. So my name is Pam Sigmund, and I'm the judge who's going to go over some information with you. We need to go over your rights, options for getting out, and then I'll go over your specific situation and try to answer any questions you have. So let me go over your rights with you first. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. Anything you do say could be used against you. You have the right to have a lawyer represent you. If you can't afford one, one will be appointed. Do you want a court-appointed lawyer or do you plan to hire a lawyer?
Thing is, I've been slightly off. The truth is this: I need to get on my medicine before we deal with this particular.
Okay.
It's possible.
I need to go. Oh, listen.
I'm within my rights to speak. Yes.
Well, I need to go over some information with you.
Take your time.
Okay. And then we can try to figure out what's going on. All right. So, and let me ask you this. Have you talked to anybody with medical?
I've talked to multiple with medical. I have family I can talk to, multiple families.
Okay.
Fortunately, I can't call them with your organization skills that y'all have with these.
Okay.
families.
When we're finished, you'll be able to make phone calls. Okay.
How can I make a phone call? How can I make a phone call with the pressing of the buttons?
Okay.
See,
Let me go.
numbers in, and then I hear the playback, and I'm like, damn, what is this?
Okay.
And I still recollect, I remember, hold on, you are a judge, but I work on cars too. You know the case. Just give me a second to breathe. I got hit severely by the officer. He said, you're not gonna stop.
Okay, sir. I think this is being broadcast, so I don't want you to say,
Okay, if it's
sir, I don't want you to say anything that can be used against you.
It
So let me just go through, let me go through the information
all right.
and we can try to figure out what you need to do next, okay?
The problem is, it's in the judge.
Just listen. All right. So, you have the right, did you want a court-appointed lawyer?
I would like a court-appointed lawyer. I would also like to purchase my own lawyer, and I'd like to purchase at least 18 lawyers because the odds are stacked ever against me.
Okay.
Hold on, no, sir.
Sir, listen, let's go through the information, okay? And I know you have some frustration and we may have medicine issues we need to deal with. But
I want to address these first. Yes, ma'am.
Well, let me go. I need to go over your rights and I need to do that, okay? So I'm going to put on here court-appointed lawyer. If you decide at some point you want to hire a lawyer, you can do that. Once you get a lawyer, you have a right to have a reasonable time to talk to your lawyer, to get your questions answered and to be ready for any hearings or trials. You also have a right to have a lawyer with you if you're ever being questioned by the police or by a prosecutor. All you have to say at the time is, I want a lawyer.
Yes, ma'am. So at any time I leave, I'm trying to, can I speak to the judge?
Let me just go through the rights.
I know my rights.
But I have to go through them with you. So let me just do it and then we can stop and figure out what you're needing.
Read the whole affidavit for the officer and everything too.
Okay, so let me finish.
Right.
So if you are being questioned by the police or by a prosecutor and you don't want to answer their questions, you have a right to end the questioning at any time. Bail's been set. We'll go over that in just a minute. You do have one felony charge. It's the evading arrest in a vehicle. And because of that, you have a right to a pretrial hearing called an examining trial. That's where a judge would listen to evidence to determine if there's probable cause or enough reason to believe that you committed the offenses you're charged with. At this point, a judge on both of your charges has looked at an affidavit and based on the information in the affidavit, determined that there's probable cause. But on the felony, you have a right to have a hearing on that issue where witnesses would testify and then the judge would make a decision about probable cause. Okay? If you're not a citizen of the United States, be aware that certain charges can affect your.
I, Lorenzo Spurlock, Jazzy, Thomas Haslam Johnson, am a U.S. citizen
Okay.
with both names in the state of Texas. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And you've talked quite a bit. Can I speak?
right, because I've got a little bit more to go
You got
over.
a lot of cases.
Mr. Spurlock,
No,
listen to the judge.
I just have a,
Sir,
Right now.
you're gonna get to at the end. Let me tell you everything you need to know and then some of that.
It's a long one.
Okay, so you have a right to, just gonna go over this with you. You have the right to request that the embassy or consulate of your home country be notified that you're in
Okay.
custody. If this applies to you and you want us to make that notification, you can let me know.
So there's a possibility to get extra.
Spurlock, listen, just listen. It's not questions. It's not questions. Listen.
No, it's not a question. I'm trying to.
Is it related to the consulate or embassy?
I'm trying to speak to her. Can I speak to her? Can I speak?
Sir, you can in just a minute, but I need to give you the information. Then you'll have all the information. Then you can ask me the questions.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So, but you're saying that that doesn't apply to you, but if it does, you can let me know. And then you can also talk to your lawyer about it. All right. So you've got these two charges. One is a Class B misdemeanor, reckless driving. The range of punishment for a Class B misdemeanor, if you're found guilty, is a fine not to exceed $2,000 and a jail term not to exceed 180 days or both. The other, for the third-degree felony, evading arrest in a motor vehicle, the range of punishment for this, if you're found guilty, is a fine not to exceed $10,000 and a jail term of not more than 10 years nor less than 2 years or both. And of course, if you're found guilty, probation or some other type of program may be available to you. All right. So ways to get out. You can do a cash bond. I've got 3 things to do, and then I'm going to take your questions. So cash bond, where you would, because of these 2 charges, you'd have to put up $8,000. As long as you show up for court, you get that money back eventually. You can do a surety bond where you go through a bail bond company and you pay them a fee. It's usually 10 to 20%, so $800 or so. And but because you're paying them a fee, you don't get that money back like you do with a cash bond.
Yeah.
And after we're finished, you can make phone calls. And then the third option is a personal bond. And that's where a judge authorizes you to be released based on your promise to come back to court. So those are options. Now, do you have any
Yes.
references?
Hold on a second. My reference is this. May I speak now? Can
I'm
I?
asking you,
Yes, ma'am. May I speak the whole case?
well, right now I want to know if you have references and their phone numbers.
I have very many references. They're on my cell phone. The cell phone is here in custody with y'all. Y'all have the game. The game is afoot. And I'm gonna speak. Can I speak now?
You are speaking, sir.
Okay.
What I'm looking
Yes,
for
ma'am.
is phone numbers.
Okay.
The,
3 branches of government. Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, there was an insurrection the other day. Remember about that? Unfortunately, we're in Texas in this physical plane. So let me speak to you. May I speak to you?
you are,
Yes, ma'am.
you are speaking.
I know exactly where we're at. I need to be on my medicine before we can even go into this situation correctly. Community care clinic. I set up the appointment. I tried to do my best. I dropped my medicine off. I show you better than I could tell you. I put the car together. Hold on. Yes, ma'am.
I'm
I put the
listening
car
to you.
together. The rims are the spare set. The rims are the spare set. I literally have the rims in my apartment right now. This is my 7th car. I've put this car together. I was well aware of the day. I was late. I was late for rent. I needed to do Uber Eats. I have never once hit anybody in the Z. You know why? Because, yes, ma'am, because I built that car.
Okay, and we're not,
Hold on, I'm not
Wait.
done. I'm not done. Anything can see Kim.
right,
and
but we're
Lucas
not
say
going
against
in,
you.
listen,
Hold on, I understand.
we're not going into the facts. So,
The fact- But miss, you're a judge. I'm here speaking. The odds were against me as soon as I left my apartment. I'm watched as soon as I leave. I have 17 cars in the city that I paid off in full. You understand how hard it would be for me to show proof of all the cars and where the titles are? I put the car together.
no, but that's not the issue.
And I know I
So
owed
last,
money on it.
last-
I owed, yes, ma'am.
last thing is, do you have,
$2,000? I just want a clean slate. I will literally,
Mr. Spurlock, the question was, do you have references?
I have.
Names and phone numbers.
Yes,
So we-
we give names, but out of respect for them, the 3 branches of the government, vote of no confidence above the state of Texas.
so I have,
Dear Lord, hold on a second.
no, we're doing the references. Do you have a, so I see on here, Richard Washington?
There's one,
Is that Richard Washington?
but I don't want you saying his name on this.
Then you can write it down,
Yeah.
or you can,
You can grab my personal effects that I don't have on me, that y'all have in your custody. Yes, ma'am? Yes, I have multiple. Do you want all 150 people?
sir, I just need
Hold on,
today.
sir, yes, ma'am.
You said you had a name and you didn't want to say it out
I
over
know
the thing.
books. Yes, ma'am.
Is he able to write it down or?
I literally don't have the custody of my cell phone. Do you
Well,
want
can we
every
just
single
go on?
phone number? There is a lot of phone numbers. I can't get them because you won't give me my cell phone.
We just need,
You just need how many? How many do you need?
Do you have a name and phone number?
Yes, I have multiple numbers.
No.
Can I have my cell phone?
Stop. I'm talking.
Can I have my cell phone?
Okay, inside joke.
Inside jail, you can't have your cell phone to show proof?
right now, we just need the phone number. Do you know any of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know any?
Let me tell you, so as somebody who's been hit when they were in their car and they have a hard time hearing, literally have a hard time hearing, I don't have my glasses. Hold on a second. I haven't had my glasses for 17 years. Do you understand? I accidentally shined my eyes when I was welding. I'm gonna sit
Last
down.
thing,
I'm gonna take my medicine. Hold on a second.
last thing,
Hold
do you
on.
have phone number
Do I have a phone number? Yeah, I'll write down.
for a reference?
There's multiple phone numbers.
Write it down and,
Let me get my phone. Where's my phone in your custody?
okay, sir, sir, we'll put it back down,
This is how I write.
put
What are
it,
you talking
All
about?
right, we're gonna take that back.
Hold on.
Okay, put it
hold on.
back.
We're gonna let it go. Let it
there
go.
you go.
Let it go.
Can I write it down?
No, you've already lost that opportunity. Let it
You
go.
can,
How have I
if you
lost
want
the
to,
opportunity?
you
Let
can
it go.
whisper the number,
Let it go.
sir.
You're gonna have a seat now.
I'm gonna have a seat.
Yeah,
you-
that's what you're gonna have. Right there.
If you want to whisper it, you can do that, otherwise,
How, you literally have custody of my cell phone. How can I show proof?
so I
I
have,
am from Austin, Texas. I was born at Breckenridge.
okay,
I am a US
Have a
citizen.
seat.
Hold on,
Have
I'm
a
talking
seat.
to her.
You don't need to stand up. Have a
This
seat.
is proof.
but you're yelling
This, how
and
can I?
you're being aggressive.
My dad would literally kick my ass right now, but above it all. He said, you never told me. He said,
Listen,
hey, calm down, deal with these people. But
Right.
before that, I.
what I want to help you with is trying to reach somebody who can help you.
I literally walked by his house so many times, miss. He lived to 108 and then he died like Detroit, but
Okay,
he was badass. You know this person I'm speaking of. You understand?
all
I
right.
understand my things that I'm projected upon. I understand.
I have 2 phone numbers and I'm gonna ask pretrial to call them again. And we'll see if we can get an answer from anybody. And I will ask medical to make sure that they're addressing the medication issue, okay?
But I need to be able to call my other relatives too. I have other people I can call who can show proof that I am who I say I am, that I am willing and capable of doing. And I can do.
All right,
Hold on, reptile, he can shake and fake all he wants.
stop.
I'm trying to
There's no
tell
reason
you,
to be
as a
disrespectful.
Texan, hold on.
No reason to be
I'm not
disrespectful
being
to
disrespectful.
anybody.
I'm being very calm.
All right,
If I had my hat and my car, you would see who I truly am. I'm an artist
Okay.
before anything else, and I'm an inventor. I was working at Tesla. We got laid off. Hold on. I'm speaking. We got laid off. I'm still getting paid. Hold on a second. I'm talking to her.
But you're
I'm
talking
still
about things
getting
that we're
paid
not
as we
dealing
sit
with
here.
today.
Yes, ma'am. Today is now, right now is a gift. Thank God for today. I will, if you need to, throw the whole book, or don't throw the book and do the right thing. This is my first ever offense, this hardcore. You see?
Okay.
You
So
see?
let me tell you what I'm
See?
gonna do.
You can throw the book
Listen,
or.
I'm gonna have, listen, you need to listen. I'm gonna have medical address the medication issue that's important to you. And I'm gonna go ask pretrial to call this number that I have to see if we can reach
My
your
stepdad,
stepdad.
but I do
Okay.
not wish that it be on this recording.
And I have a number down here and I'm gonna
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
them to call again.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm within the right for an attorney, a judge. I know the three branches of government. If I feel within my right, because you have Texas first to deal with, it starts with the local level. Then you have the legislative, yes? Judicial, how many flags are flown over Texas? We know. Miss, let me speak to you while we're on this physical plane.
Well-
Mr. Overton, I prayed, sir, I walked by your house. I used to ride BMX by your house every day on 12th Street. Mr. Overton, please, you got to see them for who they truly are. Thank you, cousin.
Okay, we'll get a lawyer in.